In today's digital age, the search for love often leads us down unfamiliar paths. The internet has opened up a world of possibilities, connecting hearts across continents. Many seek companionship beyond their borders, drawn to the allure of different cultures and the promise of genuine connection. Among these hopeful hearts are middle-aged men who find themselves captivated by the beauty and charm of Filipinas. But this pursuit of love is not without its perils. While countless genuine relationships blossom online, a darker side lurks in the shadows. The internet, unfortunately, has become a breeding ground for scams of all kinds, and romance scams are particularly devastating. These scams prey on the vulnerable, exploiting their desire for love and companionship for financial gain. Today, we delve into a concerning trend that has left many men heartbroken and financially drained by Filipina dating scams. But let it be known, there are millions of good-hearted real Filipinas who have great hearts and will make wonderful wives. Our goal is to help you determine if the one you have met is a real one or a scammer. Knowledge is a very powerful tool, and a tool you should have before spending your hard-earned money. Scammers are not only doing damage to the men they scam, but also to the good-hearted Filipinas who only want to find a good husband. The damage is done to both sides. Before we get started, I have a favor to ask. We are working very hard every day to bring you good quality videos. I ask that you please click that subscribe button and subscribe to Scrapdog Media. Here you will find great videos narrated by me, Mariter, a Filipina from the island of Cebu, now living in Tennessee, and also videos from my husband Bob, who is a truck driver. We live in Tennessee now and we want only the best for our viewers. Our goal is to show you great cities you can visit throughout the entire world. We will show you the good sides, but we will also show you the bad sides as we are about to show in this video today. So please click subscribe. It will help us grow and it will help you with valuable knowledge, and we welcome you into the Scrapdog family. The Philippines, with its vibrant culture and stunning natural beauty, has become a hotspot for online romance. But this popularity has also attracted unscrupulous individuals who see an opportunity to exploit unsuspecting hearts. These scammers often create elaborate facades, building false profiles on dating websites and social media platforms. They weave tales of hardship and romance, drawing their victims into a web of lies that can be difficult to escape. The emotional toll of these scams is immeasurable. Victims invest time, emotion, and often significant amounts of money, only to discover that the person they thought they knew never existed. The financial losses can be crippling, leaving victims in debt and despair. This is a story we hear far too often, and it's time to shed light on this growing problem. Some of these scammers are women who may be talking to multiple men at once. They will lure you in, make you think they love you, then before you know it, they are asking you to send them money. They will always have a problem of some sort, whether it be an uncle in the hospital, a mom that's needing medical treatment, a nephew who has a broken leg, and it goes on and on and on. I'm sure you see my point, and it's not just medical problems they use. It's much more than that. They get very creative in this day and come up with new ideas each day. At Scrapdog Media, we believe in empowering individuals with knowledge and helping them navigate the complexities of the digital world. Our mission today is to equip you with the tools and information you need to protect yourself from Filipina dating scams. We'll delve into the common tactics employed by scammers, the red flags to watch out for, and practical tips to verify the authenticity of your online interactions. We understand that this is a sensitive topic and we approach it with empathy and respect for all involved. Our goal is not to cast aspersions on any particular group, but to provide valuable insights that can help prevent heartbreak and financial ruin. Join us as we embark on this crucial journey to empower you with knowledge and protect your heart and your wallet. Why are middle-aged men particularly susceptible to these scams? The answer lies in a complex interplay of social, emotional, and cultural factors. Many men in this demographic find themselves at a vulnerable point in their lives, perhaps facing loneliness, divorce, or the loss of a loved one. The desire for companionship, coupled with cultural stereotypes that portray Filipinas as submissive and devoted partners, can make them easy targets for manipulation. Scammers are adept at exploiting these vulnerabilities. They prey on the emotional needs of their victims, offering words of comfort, understanding, and unwavering affection. They spin elaborate tales of hardship, often claiming to be facing financial difficulties or family emergencies. These stories are carefully crafted to tug at the heartstrings and evoke a sense of sympathy and protectiveness in their victims. Beyond statistics, the human cost of deception is well immeasurable. While statistics can paint a stark picture of the prevalence of these scams, it's important to remember that behind every number is a human story. These are real people with real lives, hopes, and dreams. When a scam is uncovered, it's not just money that's lost. It's a piece of their heart, their trust, and their faith in humanity. Imagine the devastation of discovering that the woman you thought was your soulmate, the one who shared your secrets and promised you a future together, was nothing more than a carefully constructed illusion. The emotional scars of such betrayal can be deep and long-lasting, leaving victims feeling foolish, ashamed, and wary of ever opening their hearts again. A global epidemic, scams without borders, is a crucial issue to understand. It's crucial to understand that this is not just a Philippine issue, it's a global problem. Scammers operate from all corners of the world, targeting individuals from various backgrounds and cultures. The anonymity of the internet allows them to hide behind fake profiles and fabricated identities, making it difficult to track them down or bring them to justice. The rise of online dating has undoubtedly created new avenues for connection and love, but it has also opened the door to new forms of exploitation. As we become increasingly reliant on technology to connect with others, it's more important than ever to be vigilant and aware of the risks involved. Unveiling the facade, common red flags in Filipina dating scams are honestly quite telling. Love can be blinding, but it's essential to approach online relationships with a healthy dose of caution, especially when there's a significant cultural and geographical distance involved. One of the first lines of defense against Filipina dating scams is learning to recognize the common red flags that often signal deception. These warning signs can manifest in various ways, from subtle inconsistencies in their stories to overt requests for financial assistance. One of the most glaring red flags is the speed at which the relationship progresses. Scammers often try to accelerate the pace of intimacy, showering their victims with compliments, declarations of love, and promises of a future together, all within a very short time frame. This whirlwind romance is designed to sweep you off your feet and cloud your judgment, making you less likely to question inconsistencies or red flags. Behind the screen, unmasking the tactics of deception. Scammers are skilled manipulators, adept at crafting believable personas and tugging at your heartstrings. They often create elaborate backstories claiming to be struggling single mothers, devout Christian facing financial hardship, or victims of unfortunate circumstances. These stories are carefully designed to evoke sympathy and compassion in their victims, making them more likely to offer financial assistance. Another common tactic is to avoid personal contact, such as video calls or in-person meetings. They may offer excuses like poor internet connection, shyness, or family obligations to explain their reluctance to engage in real-time interactions. This lack of personal connection should raise a major red flag, as it allows them to hide behind their fabricated identities and maintain the illusion. Guys, if the girl is refusing to go on video so you can see her actual face, that is a giant red flag. If she is refusing to let you see her home, her lifestyle, everything that is about her life, you should ask questions. Maybe she will video chat you during the daytime but not at nighttime. She will make up a reason not to. It could be that she is married and only messaging you while her husband is at work, or even worse, and this does happen, the husband knows about you, knows she is scamming you, and is okay with it so they can steal your money. But she doesn't video chat you so that you don't find out. These are giant red flags. A woman who is true generally will be open to video chat you and let you into her life. Yes, there are circumstances where she can't. When I was dating Bob, I worked at a factory. He knew the hours I worked. He knew I couldn't chat there, but he also knew I truly worked there. I showed him my ID card. I even sometimes video chatted him from the jeepney going to work. He knew the hours I would get off work and he knew where I lived. I had nothing to hide. He knew my sister, my brothers, my in-laws. He had met my mother on video even though she was deathly ill at the time. And my father. This is long before he ever even visited me for the first time in 2017. I did ask him for some financial help a few months into our relationship as my mother was in the hospital, but I provided real evidence that what I said was true. I even let him see my mom in the hospital via video chat. Unfortunately, my mother did not survive, but it was a few years later after I had come to America. Had Bob not helped, it could have been even sooner. I'm not saying everyone who asks for money is a scammer. No, some do need some help, and some medical emergencies are very real, especially with the way healthcare is in the Philippines. But we are here to give you knowledge so you know if it's real or fake. Scammers, they will hide. They will hide their daily lives from you and always have some excuse of some type. The language of lies, decoding the telltale signs. Pay close attention to their communication style. While language barriers can sometimes pose challenges in online relationships, consistent grammatical errors, awkward phrasing, and inconsistencies in their story should raise suspicions. Scammers often use pre-written scripts or work with translators, which can result in unnatural-sounding language and inconsistencies in their narratives. Another telltale sign is their reluctance to share personal details or their evasiveness when asked specific questions about their lives. They may deflect questions, change the subject, or offer vague answers to avoid revealing their true identities or inconsistencies in their stories. Trust your instincts. If something feels off or too good to be true, it probably is. Guarding your heart and wallet. Practical tips for self-protection. Protecting yourself from Filipina dating scams requires a combination of vigilance, common sense, and a healthy dose of skepticism. I recommend you never send money to someone you haven't met in person, no matter how convincing their story may seem. If they genuinely care for you, they will understand and respect your decision not to send money. As I said earlier though, there are some real circumstances that are legit. However, these are far and few. Chances are it's a big fat lie and you're being set up to be scammed. If you feel you must send money, do everything in your power to verify it's real. If she says she's at the hospital and needs money, make her show you on video. If she refuses, then don't send money. It's that simple. Don't send your money if you have a doubt. She will most likely make an excuse that the hospital doesn't allow it. That's a lie. Can you think of any hospital that doesn't allow a cell phone in a waiting room or even outside the hospital? It's your responsibility to care for your own wallet, no one else's. Your heart can tell you to open your wallet, but listen to your brain first. Your brain always knows better. Take the time to verify their identity and background. Conduct online searches. Check their social media profiles for inconsistencies and consider using background check services if you have serious doubts. Remember, it's always better to err on the side of caution when it comes to matters of the heart and your finances. If she is telling you she is a single woman and has never been married, require her to get a Senomar. This is a certificate of no marriage that she can get at her local town government, and the cost is about 500 to 1,000 pesos or 10 to maybe 20 US dollars. In this case, it's okay to send her the money for that because she's doing something you requested her to do and something that can save you from a world of pain and agony. This will prove that she truly has never been married. You can send her a few more dollars for the transportation, but remember, transportation is cheap if in the city. You can get around on jeepneys and tricycles very cheap. So if she's saying she needs a ton of money for transportation, that should pop your red flag up immediately. While statistics can paint a broad picture of Filipina dating scams, it's the individual stories that truly drive home the devastating impact. These are heartbreakingly common occurrences. Today we share a few of these stories as cautionary tales. Each story shares a common thread, the shattering realization of a carefully constructed illusion. These men seeking companionship found themselves entangled in a web of lies. Take, for example, the story of John, a retired widower from the American Midwest, lonely and longing for companionship after the passing of his wife. John turned to online dating, hoping to find love again. He soon connected with Maria, a seemingly charming and attentive Filipina who claimed to be a devout Catholic and a single mother struggling to make ends meet. Maria showered John with affection, sharing intimate details of her life and expressing her desire for a future together. As weeks turned into months, Maria began hinting at her financial struggles, eventually confiding in John about her mounting debts and her inability to provide for her children. John, moved by her plight and blinded by his feelings for her, began sending her money, believing he was helping the woman he loved. He emptied his savings account, even taking out loans, all for a love that existed only in the digital ether. John's story, unfortunately, is not an isolated incident. Many victims of Filipina dating scams find themselves caught in a similar cycle of emotional manipulation and financial exploitation. The scammers, often part of organized rings, operate with chilling efficiency, juggling multiple online personas and weaving elaborate webs of deceit. They prey on the emotional vulnerabilities of their victims, using flattery, declarations of love, and carefully crafted sob stories to extract money, often for months or even years before their victims realize the cruel truth. These scams are not just about stolen money, they are about stolen lives, stolen dreams, and the erosion of trust in human connection. The victims, often left feeling betrayed, ashamed, and heartbroken, struggle to pick up the pieces of their lives, grappling with the emotional and financial fallout of their ordeal. Beyond the screen, the ripple effect of deception. The impact of these scams extends far beyond the individual victims. Families are torn apart, friendships are strained, and communities are left grappling with the fallout of these crimes. The emotional toll can be immeasurable, leaving lasting scars on those who have been betrayed by someone they believed they could trust. It's crucial to remember that behind every online profile, there's a real person with real feelings. While it's important to be cautious and protect yourself from scams, it's equally important to approach online dating with an open mind and a compassionate heart. Turning the tide, practical tips for verifying authenticity. While the stories we've shared may paint a bleak picture, it's crucial to remember that not every Filipina you encounter online is out to deceive you. Many genuine, kind-hearted women are also seeking love and connection online. The key is to be discerning, to arm yourself with the tools and knowledge to differentiate between genuine individuals and those with ulterior motives. One of the most effective ways to verify someone's authenticity is to insist on video calls early in the relationship. Seeing someone in real time, observing their mannerisms, and hearing their voice can reveal a lot about their true nature. Pay attention to their surroundings during the video call. Does it align with what they've told you about their life and living situation? Beyond the surface, delving deeper into their world. Don't rely solely on the information provided on their dating profile. Take the initiative to conduct your own online investigation. Search for them on social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Do their profiles seem authentic with a history of posts and interactions with friends and family? Do the photos and information shared align with what they've told you about themselves? If possible, try to connect with other expats or individuals who have experience with online dating in the Philippines. They can often provide valuable insights and advice based on their own experiences. Online forums and social media groups dedicated to expats in the Philippines can be excellent resources for connecting with others and gathering information. Trust your instincts, the power of intuition in online dating. Above all, trust your instincts. If something feels off, if their stories seem inconsistent, or if their behavior raises red flags, don't ignore those gut feelings. It's better to err on the side of caution than to risk your heart and your financial security on someone who may not be who they claim to be. Remember, you have the right to ask questions, to request verification, and to take your time getting to know someone before making any commitments. Don't let anyone pressure you into rushing into a relationship or sending money. True love is patient, understanding, and respectful of boundaries. Knowledge is power in the world of online dating and Filipina dating scams. Arm yourself with information to reduce your risk. Approach interactions with caution and common sense. Prioritize your emotional and financial safety. Never send money to someone you haven't met. Verify identities and trust your instincts. If something feels off, it probably is. Don't hesitate to ask questions or walk away. Empowering others, protecting hearts. The fight against online dating scams requires a collective effort. Share this video with your friends and family. By raising awareness, we can create a safer online environment. It's about looking out for one another. If you or someone you know has been a victim, you are not alone. There are resources to help you recover. Reach out to local authorities or support organizations. Together, we can work towards a safer digital age. Thank you for joining us. Stay safe and stay informed. Thank you for watching our video on how to spot a Filipina scammer. We hope you found it informative and helpful. Here at Scrap Dog Media, we love our audience and your subscription is very important to us. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like this video, and click the bell icon to stay updated with our latest content. Your support means the world to us.